You have got to be kidding me. I'm going to have to run 10 miles around the reservoir tomorrow just to work off the world's greatest lasagna.
Relax. I will share with you a secret known only to women.
Ooh, I'm willing to pay money for this kind of information.
Well, it's free because you and Bob are in the same business. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Any food you eat with your fingers has no calories.
Well, in that case, can I have a handful of lasagna and a few extra napkins for the road?
You're not going, Bob.
Oh, stick around for a couple more minutes.
I'd love to, but I have an early tennis game tomorrow morning.
Come on, have some coffee. I don't get to see you anymore.
Well, that's because you have a good reason to stay home.
I like him. He's invited back. Oh, Kate! Where have you been?
Where have I been?
Yeah, I'd like to introduce you to Tim Mayer.
Hi, Tim. Where have I been? I've been standing in line to buy orchestra tickets for the Phantom of the Opera for a client tomorrow. Now I know why they call them Phantom tickets. There aren't any.
You struck out.
No, I sold out. There was a scalper in front of the theater. Don't ask me how much these two cost.
Is that legal?
Does it matter?
It might. Our client is Judge Franklin.
Well, I'll give him a great description of the scalper. A little guy with a mole on his nose laughing while he was counting my money.
You think he'll go for this?
Oh, he will. It's a great show.
Oh, good. Maybe the judge will tell me all about it since I'll never get to see it.
Well, now, Kate, let's not be cranky in front of our unmarried guest. I want Tim to have the illusion that we come from a nice, normal family.
I'm sorry if I sounded cranky, but how would you like to stand in line for 4 hours for a musical that you're never going to get a chance to see?
Oh, I don't think you're missing that much, really. It's just your typical love story about a singer who wants to sing better and a phantom who wears a mask over half his face who promises he can make her a better singer if she just comes to live in the sewer with him. So she does, he does, she rips the mask off him, he throws a chandelier at her, and he dies.
Well, thanks. You just saved me $50. The next time you guys want to fix me up, would you mind giving me a little warning?
We were afraid you'd say no.
You're right. That's why I'd like some warning.
Sorry we were sneaky, but you have to admit, he's perfect for you.
How would I know? I'd need a little more information.
Such as?
Well, clearly he likes women. I find that very attractive in a man. Why isn't he married?
Divorced.
I know the type. Just use him up, toss him out.
They grew apart. It was mutual.
Right, and now he is secretly waiting for a reconciliation.
Wrong. When she remarried, he went to the ceremony.
What does he do for a living?
Not too much.
Aha, you see, he's lazy.
No, he has a lot of people working for him. He owns 3 television stations. I'm telling you, Kate, he's terrific.
Is he a good kisser?
The best.
Well, I still have one absolute criterion that I require in a man that Tim has failed.
Yeah? What?
He hasn't asked me out.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Chip. Chip, come here for a minute.
What's up?
Whoa, not that close. Why do you smell like the cosmetics department at Bloomingdale's?
I borrowed a little of Bob's cologne. Do you mind?
Not at all. Next time, don't use so much.
I have to. Finish your bottle.
Why the sudden interest in cologne?
Mom, there's this girl in the building. Hillary. She's beautiful.
You have a dead in both nostrils.
Mom, have I ever told you how much I enjoy your little jokes? You're the best. I'm off to bed now to dream of Hillary.
Is there some medication we can give him?
Have you forgotten what it feels like to have your first adolescent crush?
Of course not. I'd just forgotten what it smelled like.
Hello. Tim. You didn't. Yeah, I think she's still up. Oh, Kate.
Hi, Tim. What's up? That's not possible. Tomorrow night, 8th row center? Well, it couldn't possibly be as good as the way you told it, but of course I'd love to go. See you then. Bye. The man has just passed all of my criteria.
The show got out 2 hours ago. Where could they be?
Vegas, I hope.
Won't it be great when they get married?
Mom, how do you know they're going to get married? I mean, you just introduced them last night.
You just know these things.
Mom, I don't think you should get so wound up. I mean, let Kate run her own life.
She's right. Wouldn't it be great if they got an apartment right in this building?
Why do I try?
We could watch football games together on Sunday.
Oh, and on Saturday nights, we could double date at the movies. Oh, here, you just have to defrost this and then reheat it.
Okay, thanks. But, gosh, you know, I don't know how I'm gonna manage with all this stuff going through the subway turnstile.
Jenny. Take a cab.
Oh.
She's manipulating you, Bob.
I know, but I like to watch a real pro in action.
Thank you, guys. But,
Bye.
hey, ease up on Kate. She's almost a grown-up.
Good night, Jen. Jenny's right. We shouldn't push. From now on, it's up to Kate. She'll either thank us for introducing her to the most perfect man in the world, or she's stupid.
Well, since we've done about as much meddling as we can do for one day, I'm going to bed.
Aren't you going to stay up for the eyewitness account?
What for? If it's a disaster, we'll get blamed. And if they've fallen in love, they're probably doing right now what I'd like to be doing right now.
Save me a place. I'll be in a minute.
Hi.
Oh, hi.
Well, I can see you're busy reading. I won't disturb you. I'm just gonna go to bed and see you in the morning.
You tell me every single detail of this date, starting with the first word out of his mouth, or you won't live till morning.
Oh, Allie, where should I start? Oh, I know. Okay, right after the theater, we went out for dessert. This gorgeous blonde walks into the room. Even I had to look at her. Tim never took his eyes off of me.
Marry him.
It was our first date.
It doesn't get more perfect than that.
Allie, he's not perfect.
What? What's not perfect about him?
Nothing. It just shows you how intimidated I am by how wonderful he is.
What is it?
Well, whenever he walks, he jiggles all the change in his pocket. It's a small thing, I know. I shouldn't even notice it.
Everybody has little annoying habits. You just grow to love them.
Really? Mm-hmm. What are mine?
None that I can think of off the top of my head.
Oh, good save. How about Bob?
Almost none.
Come on. What is it?
Well, it's his kisses. They're a little damp. He likes to place these big, wet ones.
You've grown to love this?
I consider Bob's kisses my personal car wash of love.
Tim is great. I'm really going to give this relationship a chance. Bob.
My best friend dating your best friend. Oh. Every summer we can rent a cottage on Cape Cod. Just the four of us. Won't that be wonderful?
Thought you didn't like the sun. Bad for your skin.
Bob, why are you being practical when I'm discussing romance? Kate says that Tim never looks at other women when he's with her.
I don't look at other women either.
Yeah, well, you work at not looking at other women, which, in my book, is maximum points. You call that a kiss?
The car wash of love is closed for the evening. I understand the sprayers need adjusting.
You heard. Oh, Bob, sweetheart, I am sorry. I lied. I lied to help Kate deal with her anxieties. Your kisses are perfection. As a matter of fact, I don't think I can go to sleep unless I have one right now.
Wax? Right here.
I guess Allie went to bed. Would you like a glass of cognac?
Thanks. Have I ever told you how beautiful you are?
Every day for the last 2 weeks and twice on Sunday.
It's just that I have not been this high on a woman's...
Since you first saw Emma Peel in that black jumpsuit on The Avengers.
I told you that?
Yeah, I think it's sweet.
Oh, we've been going out for a few weeks and already I'm beginning to repeat myself? What haven't I told you?
I think you've told me everything.
Have I told you that I reserved a room for us at an inn up in Vermont this weekend?
What?
We can go hiking, skiing, horseback riding, or if you'd rather, we can just stay in.
It sounds lovely.
May I take that as a yes?
Well, it sounds great. It's just that I don't know whether Allie and I have to work or not this weekend. May I call you tomorrow?
I'll wait by the phone.
Where did you come from?
Pennsylvania. Wow, all the hairs on my knuckles just curled.
I think it's the fumes from the cognac.
I think it's you, Kate.
Are you sure?
It must be. Why else would I feel like I'm falling in love with you?
You know, Mom, I was watching TV last night, and Hillary is absolutely right. I mean, it's so obvious, but I never even noticed before. Alan Thicke is America's greatest living actor.
Well, isn't that nice? Good morning. Growing roses in your bedroom?
Tim gave it to me last night.
He gave you a rose. Isn't that romantic?
Yeah. What was it that Dorothy Parker said? Why is it always a perfect rose and never a perfect limousine?
He'd give you one if you asked for it.
I know you're right. He did give me something else. An invitation.
Bribe me, I'll leave.
With what?
The rose.
Tell Hillary we said hi. He invited me to go with him to Vermont for the weekend to the coziest little bed and breakfast in the world.
Well, when do you leave?
Maybe I didn't put the emphasis on the right word, bed and breakfast. So, what do you think? Should I go?
Well, no one's ever accused me of being a libertine. However, you have been dating this guy a couple of weeks. Of course, you go.
Of course you're right. Of course I should go.
Whoa, wait a minute. What is this should? Don't you want to go?
I'd be crazy not to want to go.
Why are you asking me?
Because you're my friend. I want your advice.
If you wanted to go to Vermont with Tim, you wouldn't ask my advice. You don't want to go, do you?
Part of me wants to go.
Which part? The bed part or the breakfast part?
Allie, do you think that a woman should settle for a wonderful man who's crazy about her or hold out for a guy that makes her feel weak in the knees?
Tim doesn't make you feel weak in the knees.
No. And I don't know why. He's perfect.
Well, it's killing me to say this, but if the feeling isn't mutual, I don't think you should go.
How many men like Tim are there in the world? At this point in my life, if I pass him up, how many more chances am I going to get?
No one would like to see you and Tim together more than me. But you should be in love. You shouldn't settle for less.
Maybe I'll learn to love him.
Maybe.
But you don't think so?
I know you.
You know the old me. The new me is not going to make decisions based on a schoolgirl's crush. I loved Max that way, and it didn't work out. Tim's the kind of man that can go the distance. Hello, Tim Mayer, please. Hi, Tim. Yeah, Kate. Pack the car. Vermont, here we come.
You know what, Mom?
What?
Have I ever told you that you're just the best?
Yeah, and I believe you told Mr. Coffee Maker he was the best, too. What is it?
Oh, nothing.
Are you sure it doesn't have something to do with Hillary?
How'd you know?
It's in the air.
See, she has this notebook that she carries to school all the time, and she has these pictures of famous people glued all over the cover.
Such as?
There's a big one of Alan Thicke.
Well, that goes without saying. Who else?
Clint Eastwood and Lee Iacocca. Do you realize what this means?
That in order to impress this girl, you have to be a pistol-packing Canadian car salesman?
No, it means she likes all different kinds of guys.
So?
So I'm a different kind of guy. Isn't life wonderful?
It must be great being young.
It is.
Well, I'm all set.
Where are you going?
Oh, I'm just going out of town for the weekend.
You mean you decided to go to Vermont with that guy?
Yeah, I did.
You made the right decision, Kate. I mean, a guy should have the chance to prove himself on the battlefield of love.
Whatever happened to that sweet young innocent boy? Chip, I believe his name was.
You guys crack me up. Well, have a good weekend. Got to get back to my sonnets.
Wait a minute, wait, what? You're reading sonnets?
No, I'm reciting them.
Young love, I'm so glad I'm middle-aged. Have you seen my pretty black and red scarf, Allie? I couldn't find it in my bureau anywhere.
Left-hand side of the closet, underneath the collar of your green coat.
Here it is. You're right again.
It's not a big talent, but it's all mine.
Maybe I can pay you back. Didn't you say you were looking for that old slicker of yours?
I did. I thought we lost it in the move. It's there!
Ta-da! Little rumpled, but still ticking.
Aren't we all? Ah. Good as new.
Gotta fly, I'll be late for my meeting. You have a great time, Kate. Nice raincoat. You must have known I was coming to kiss you goodbye.
Bob, I said I was sorry.
Bye-bye, gorgeous.
Bye, honey. Have a safe trip. This closet is disgusting. There's too much stuff in here. Oh, aren't you going to need these?
Oh, my gosh. Do you remember when I bought these?
It was when you were first dating Max, wasn't it?
Ah, we had such a great time.
I remember that ski trip. You came back saying that every muscle in your body ached.
Yeah. And if we had gone skiing, it really would have been worse.
Tell me something. That same excitement you felt going away with Max, are you feeling with Tim?
Oh, come on, Allie. You can't compare them. I was a kid then. I'm not a kid now.
Yeah, but isn't a thrill always a thrill? Doesn't a great kiss always make you feel weak in the knees?
Allie, Tim is in love with me, and I am very fond of him. You should be very happy, especially since you put the two of us together.
I just don't want you to settle for like when you deserve someone to love.
Bye.
I'm gone.
Hi, you look great. Say, so you're all packed?
Yeah, all packed.
I don't think there's going to be enough snow for skiing.
Oh, no, of course you're right. Anyway, there's a time for skiing, and there's a time for just settling down in front of a nice, cozy fireplace. Tim, kiss me.
You got it. That hold you till Vermont?
That wouldn't get me to the Parkway. Kiss me again, but this time, give me everything you've got. Hit me with your best shot. Sometimes I really hate my knees.
What does that mean?
This is going to be very hard to explain.
Why do I get the feeling there's more to this than an old ski injury?
There is.
What is it? What's going on?
Tim, I want you to dump me.
Why?
Because you're a great guy. You are everything that any woman in her right mind would want. There's no way I could dump you.
Then don't.
I have to.
Why?
I'm not falling in love with you. I don't know why. It's driving me crazy. But if I just keep going out with you, that would be leading you on, and that would be worse than dumping you.
No, it wouldn't. Go ahead, lead me on.
Now, look, I'm sorry. Timing is so bad. It's just that I wanted to make sure that I wouldn't change my mind.
You're serious?
Yes, I am.
Did I do something wrong?
No, you did everything right. It's me.
You don't like my kisses?
No, your kisses are great. It's just... It's my knees. They just don't have the sense to fall in love with you. I'm sorry.
So am I. If your knees change their mind...
I'll call you.
Bye, kid.
Allie!
You rang.
You heard?
I heard.
I did the right thing, didn't I?
You know you did.
What if I never fall in love with another man again as long as I live?
Well, then you'll just become a dried-up old spinster who'll hate me until the day I die.
Why didn't I think of that? I feel so much better now.
Do you?
No, but I will eventually, I guess. Promise me one thing.
Sure.
If you ever meet another man that you think is perfect for me...
I'll mind my own business.
No, introduce me. Then mind your own business.
Hillary just dumped me for a 9th grader who wears his hair in a ponytail. I'm just gonna say this once and then I'm never gonna say it again. Love sucks.
I'm sorry, Chip.
Chip, come over here. Join me in some chocolate ice cream.
I'm sure both of you will find somebody new.
Yeah. Want some?
No, thanks. I'm happy. I've got Bob. Jealous? What?
Finished. Allie, what do you suppose it is that makes a woman fall in love with one man and not another man?
I don't know. Analysts say that we're searching for something that we didn't get from our parents as children.
Oh, I don't buy that.
Poets say we're searching for a soulmate.
That makes good poetry, but I don't think that's it either.
Oh, could be just a bright smile and fresh breath, like they say in commercials.
If that were the case, I would have been in love 100 times.
You have.
No, I haven't. Not real love. What made you fall in love with Bob?
Everything. What made you fall in love with Max?
Nothing in particular.